Hi, I'm Dami from E-Learning Technic Museum. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. Even though all the restaurants, shopping centers, and schools are closed in the Chicagoland area, since we cannot go out, I make special tutorials like my top 10 favorite pop songs ever. There are good other modern songs as well, but the old songs sound better when we play on the piano. So most of the top 10s will be the oldies. I hope as you play these songs inside of your house, you can enjoyably pass your time. The first song we're going to play is Yesterday by Beatles. This is one of the most famous songs ever, right? With this song, we're going to learn new musical terms like D.S Coda. Let's see how it goes. First, if you look at the score, you will find many sharps and flats and naturals. Wow, that's very confusing, right? But that should be okay. Don't worry about it. Because as we play along, we will figure it out what kind of note it is. Once you know the notes, then sharps and flats should be okay. The things that you have to know before we play is the musical terms. Have you ever seen this sign before? Looks like an S, right? With a slash on it and little dots side, right? That's what we call sanyo. Have you ever seen this sign before? And this sign is always comes with arsenio or darsenio. So when you see a darsenio, means go back to the sign. Normally this sign will show you as a letter arsenio like this, or it will say along with the symbols too, darsenio like this. And when they want you to go back, not very beginning, but the middle of the song, then we use the sign. And many times this sign is used along with coda, which means go back to the sign where it is a senyo, and you will play. And when you see the sign, you will skip all these parts and go to coda right away. So senyo sign is usually used along with the darsenyo or coda, which means if we see an arsenyo, you will go back to the senyo sign and I will play it until you see the double bar line. Then that's the end of the music. Otherwise, if there is coda sign, then you will jump whole entire this part and go to the next coda. Where is here? Yes. Do you get it? So this sign is kind of confusing. In this case, in yesterday, how do we have to play it? Yes, we will play it whole first line and then start the second line and third line, and when you reach to the fourth line, do you see the repeat sign? Yes, we will go back to the repeat sign and just we will repeat once again. And then we'll just keep on going. Even if you see the coda sign, that's fine because we didn't meet the darsenyo part yet. So we have to just keep on going as a first time. And when you reach to D.S al Coda, then this means go back to the senyo sign. Where is measure 5? Yes, the second line. Then this time we will just keep on playing it. And as we reach to this repeat sign, do you see the top of the repeat sign? Yes, to the coda. There is repeat, but we're not going to do repeat again. Why? Because this is the second time. We just follow the senyo sign. So we'll just play it only once. And we'll jump whole entire this part and go to next coda, which is very last line of the song. And from that part, we just play it until the end. That's how we're supposed to play. Do you get it? Oh, I know, it's very confusing. Only for the first time, it's confusing, but once you play an actual song, you will get what I mean. So first, we figured it out what the sign means and how to play it. Now we're going to play actual song. I will start note by note. Now let's see. The first part is introduction. What is the note? Left hand is D and B flat, and right hand is an F starting on here. And we play. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, move it up higher, both hands. So we will just move entire hand to the next octave higher. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the octave sign is done. So left hand has to go back to where it was. Basically middle C position, C, B flat, and F. And right hand is, oh, pretty high, right? So from F to A, C, E is line, and then the next note is F. So it's gonna be F and high here. Got it? So it goes F, C, B flat, A, and then the same note, F, C, B flat, A, you play an octave lower. F, C, B flat, A. So this part seems confusing, but you repeat exactly the same note twice, just an octave lower. Okay? And then actual melody starts from the second line where the repeat sign is. So right hand is G, but you will cross it over to G with finger number 3, and left hand starts with F. So left hand basically plays F chord, F, C, F, and then coming back to C, and then go step up, C, A, C. So left hand is technique of 1, 5, 8, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5. So which means 1, 2, 3. The scale degree I'm talking about, from starting from the F, F, 2, 3. First note, second note, third note. So 1, 2, 3 technique is used, and right hand is G, F, F, 2, 3, 5, and then left hand is E minor 7. E minor chord, which is E, B, and this middle G will be played on top here. So E, 5, 3 is used, and then left hand goes later. The next note is 7th, and then A and C sharp is the left hand chord for the second measure, and right hand is A, D, F sharp, A, and B, and C sharp and A, D, G and E, and you're stepping up, but we will go finger number 2, 5, so that it will be connected. Or sometimes, people want to play it 1, 5, 1, 5. It's fine. You just shift it up and shift it down. That should be fine too. If you don't want to change it around the fingering, that's okay. But I prefer to go to 5 and coming back again, so that the sounds will be, connected. So if we go second measure, E, B, A, B, and then that part you have to hold it and go like this. There's no way, because this is melody line, so you have to connect it. 4, and left hand is going up. 1, 2. Now, the next part is one of the most confusing part of our song, everything. Because this is jazz chord, and we play many notes at the same time. So left hand is G and A and G, and right hand is B, C, E. I know when you play it together, it sounds weird, but when we pass through, that should be okay. That's very harsh, I know, because these sounds are weird. We call that one dissonant. But this dissonant sounds make really weary and nice jazz sound. And then the next note is slide it down, the left hand, G and F, and right hand is slide it down to A, B flat, and D. So you can play it with the same finger chord, which is a C, G, B flat left hand, and right hand is E and C, B flat, A, G, goes like this. So I'm holding all the notes to show you which one to play it. But basically, as you play, you can just lift the finger. And then the next chord is F in the left hand, which is F, C, F, and right hand is D and B flat. So 1, and then slide it down, right hand to A and C, A, C, and then the next chord is another jazz chord. Right hand is going to B natural. Why? Because there was B up beginning. So, this B has to be, without the sign, you have to play a B flat. But if there is a sign, then we have to just play a regular B. And then the bottom C has a sharp. So you will play that one and G. So this note will be B, C sharp, G. And left hand is just slide down to the A and G. So this is the chord. How is it? Oh, I like it actually. I pretty like this song. This chord. Then the next one, move it to D minor, left hand. So G minor should be D, F, A, and right hand plays E and F. That's why this makes the D minor sound. And now this part, the right hand melody is F, A, G, D, F, A, A. That's the melody. But in lower, we add this nice harmony goes down. So from the E to E, D, C sharp, C, B, moving down. So that's gonna make nice harmony, isn't it? So how to play it is right hand E and F, D, and then cross it over your finger number 2, over the 1, and then again C natural, and then another cross finger number 2 over the 1, B, and then D, D and F, A, C and A, like this, the right hand. So if we play it fast, it will be like this. And your left hand is D minor chord and G, D, G, D, A, adding the second note. So if we play it both in together, we're just like C, F, C, up to here. So basically the first part of the song is done. It's pretty simple, except this jazz part, right? So that part maybe you can practice a couple of times. If it's too hard for you, that's fine. You don't have to play this jazz chord. Instead of the jazz chord, you can play it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. You just repeated the same thing one more time, left hand. So D, A, twice. Instead of that, and then coming back to and just rest the right hand. You don't have to play this chord. Or you can play just only top note. That should be fine too. If it's too confusing, or some people don't like jazz chord at all, then you can just leave it out, that part. Then the first page is pretty easy, right? Now what about if we move it on to the second page, which is after the coda part? Left hand starts on E, B, G. Yes, this is E minor chord, E, G, B is E minor, but you play this G later, so E, B, G, B, and then the next chord is A seventh one, A, E, G, that's the left hand, and the right hand is B, play both hands together, it will just sound like G, B. The next chord is B, C sharp. You just slow half step down and finger number 4 on G and A. So it will be like this, right hand. G, and then B and C sharp. Why? Because there is a C right in front, right? So the C will carry all the measure, whole the way through entire measure. So it will be just like that. And then right hand move to F and D, and left hand is A and D and A. So step up, and then another step up, right hand, and left hand B flat. Then stepping up again. Right hand again, E, A, C. Do you see it? And then finger number 2 will slide it down to A flat, and finger number 5 will play a D like this. Got it? And then right hand come to C and A, left hand goes to F. This part is the same as the beginning one. A, C. And then next one, we repeat the beginning part again, but in different rhythm. G, B, and this time C sharp and A, right hand, and left hand is A, E, B, C. Now here, if you see there is many lines, right? This is time. That looks really confusing, but what they means, you play A and keep holding. The next, you will just play an E instead of playing whole entire A and E. So A, hold it, E, and then hold these 2 notes, and then you add in one more. So as you play along, you will play one note at a time instead of playing each note. Do you see it? Yes, that's what this means. Why I add it like this? If we play it all the notes, then this sounds really heavy. So I made it, just play it one note at a time, so that it will be sound nice and easy. Got it? Then the next part is right hand F and D, and left hand is D and A. And right hand just slide up to G and E, and slide it up again. And slide it down. And slide it up again. Down and another down, and right hand, left hand C and B flat. And A. And this time B flat, A, and where do we go? D al Coda, which means go back to Senyo sign, and from the coda, jump to the next coda. So, where is the Senyo sign? The second line. Yes. So we go again, playing the same melody again. Like this. So it just repeats beginning part, and then when we reach to the coda, we have to go to the next coda, which is very last line of the song. Yeah, here. And where is it? A and F, and left hand is F2. However, do you see octava sign? Yes. So right hand has to go octave higher. So it's gonna be here, then F, C, A, then G chord, D, A, B, and then left hand is F and B flat, and right hand is D and F. Like this. So note itself, not that confusing. If we have to play nice and smooth, then it's gonna take time to figure it out many chords. This time I will play it slow tempo, both hands together. Right hand position. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and both hand goes up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And when you can play it well, you're gonna add pedal. I already put the pedal sign. Basic rules for the pedal is you change every 2 beats whenever a chord is changed. However, there is exception. Like if we come to where the jazz chord is presented, that when you play it, you change every beat. So basically after you play it, lift it up and switch. Play it and lift it up and switch. Lift it up and switch. So you have to change each note so that this chord is not too crowded and not messing up each other's. So if we change every note, change, so it will be sound better. And you hear it too, and then change it again. And this part is, even if you change a chord, you should leave it and change it here. Change it here. So basic rule for the pedal is you change right after where these marks are presented. You're not gonna change at the same time as your hands is lifted, but you will change right after. Now. Change each time. This one, do you see it? Every chord is written, the pedal mark is presented. So along with this mark, you have to change the pedal. Got it? How was the lesson? Pretty good, right? Some of the part is definitely confusing because of the chord, but overall it's not too bad. So if you practice a couple of times, then it should be alright. I hope you like to play the song, and this song will make you enjoyably pass the time. In next lesson, we're going to learn Bridge Over Troubled Water by Simon and Garfunkel. Until that time, stay well and healthy, and I will see you soon. Bye!